Hello, we are starting making a map. This is a VOD. Hello, VOD people. I need to first off get the alert into Discord. I thought this was going to be a later stream. Ended up not being. I thought I was going to be busy until a little while, but turns out not. We can get started right now, and that's fantastic because it means I can start my normal time. Do that at everyone. Day 1 of making a map for the amalgamation. Oh, that is not... Did I not grab the link? I thought I grabbed the link. Give me the link. That'd be great. Thank you. Fantastic. No, thank you. Also, if you're new around here, you could probably skip forward like 5 minutes and ignore all of this every single time without fail. That's usually what ends up happening. And we pester Pumpky to get in here. Yeah. I think that's really... I already have Minecraft open. I'm excited for this. Also, my game is weird. Is my mic even working? Yes, it is. Okay. I did not have it... I did not have the audio mixer scroll to actually see my mic. There we go. I should rename my mic. Hold on, I'm gonna... Can I rename my mic? I just want to put a 1 in front of it so I always have it at the front. No? That doesn't work? Oh, you suck. I just want to always see it at the front. No, that does not work. It's probably in my audio. My nested audio source. I'll change that another day then. Okay. It's just a slight annoyance. Alrighty, we're actually streaming, we're connected. I've had problems with that. There was a video posted today that admittedly I did post late, like 3 hours late. I usually try and post at 12 p.m. I'm gonna actually push that forward. It's gonna automatically be scheduled for 9 a.m. from now on, because I'm finding that's doing better. The video that went out today, everything was a day behind schedule because I actually streamed Wednesday and I didn't like the run I was doing. I was doing a hardcore randomizer. Hey Plush, welcome back. Last Wednesday I did a stream. I didn't like it. It was the day 2 of the hardcore randomizer. And I said, you know what? I really want to do the thief run. So I did that Thursday. I got some of the editing done Friday. I was busy almost all day Saturday. And so most of my editing was this morning. So I was literally editing almost from wake up until it was posted. I got sunburn on my back and it's just BRB. Alright. But there's something I was going to talk about with that. I mentioned it and now I don't remember why. I do not remember why I mentioned it. Oh yeah, that entire thing was a day behind schedule. And I did absolutely love it though. But I'm finally finished using... I've been using this journal out of spite. Because it's a dotted journal. I hate dotted journals. I have this checkered one and I love it. I have a bunch of plans that I've been working on of like, oh, here are things I want to do with Amalgamation. And one of them has been make a map for it. So sticking with my theme personally, I just want it to be Deep Dark themed. We're gonna basically make a giant gothic manor. It's gonna have 2 stories and an attic and a basement. And it's gonna be themed like a deep dark city. Except it's just one big gothic manor. And then there's also gonna be catacombs on the property. It's gonna be surrounded by forests. There's gonna be caves around. And I know there's another one I have on that list. Where are you? Where's the correct page? There you are. Property. Oh, there's a guest house I wanted to add as well. I wanted to add a guest house, and there's going to be 3 wardens hidden across the map. And basement's going to have its own challenges. Every floor, every space is going to have a different challenge. And then I'm probably going to hide spawners about, so there'll be mobs spawning across the property. And the property is going to be perpetually in nighttime. If I can, I would love to adjust the mob leveling specifically for the world, but I don't think that's possible. So I'm just gonna make the manor as big as I can, so when you go outside, the mobs are super high leveled for no reason. And eventually this will be placed in adventure mode, and I want it to have hide and seek capability as well. So if you put the game into peaceful, then you can just play hide and seek with it. And just make it absolutely ridiculous huge properly. I don't want this to be like a 1-for-1 scale to the Minecraft character of what would make sense. So like 5 block tall, or like 3-4 block tall, maybe 5 block tall ceilings at max. Now we're going for like 7 or 9. I want this to just be ridiculous and give me the opportunity to make finer, small details around the place. So everything's just going to be a little bit too big for your Minecraft character, which should make things interesting. I have this fidget toy, and I don't know where to put it on my desk. Because it just flips... It flops around. And I don't have a good spot for it, because it just rolls from every spot I put it in. But alright, let's actually get into this. I don't know how to fix this, by the way. Hold on. I don't know how to fix this. That's supposed to be void. I don't know how to fix this. I don't know what has caused this. I really don't. Because that's not what that's supposed to look like. That's day. That's not correct. I don't know what has caused this at all. Set that back to true? No, it just brings the darkness with it. I don't know. Also, I don't know what the hell is playing on the stream playlist right now. I'm gonna remove from playlist and then skip. Alright. I don't know what this is. I've like tried turning on and off resource packs in order to fix it. But it also affects the resource packs. So I don't know what's causing it, see? Because I have that resource pack turned off. I've never actually used it. I don't know. I can use all the chipped blocks! Oh, it's my chance to use all the chipped things! Oh my god, I forgot about... Okay, we might do this a 1-to-1 scale then. And still make it huge. I'm probably gonna still make each floor about 7 blocks tall. Just for the crazy size of it. Oh, I forgot. I had the chipped blocks. I love this. Rah, hello Nadia! Do you know how to fix this? I don't know what this is. I forgot we had chipped blocks. Okay, I'm gonna love building this. I have so many textures to work with. Yeah. I don't know. I like putting the game at a very specific time. There are 2 specific ticks I use. Where are you? This is a void super flat world. False. And then if you do slash... Nope. If you do slash... If you do slash time set 12 to 50, you get this beautiful thing if you need the west side, and then you can hit the same exact on the east side if you do 2, 3, 750. And it just switches it from west to east. But yeah, that's not what that's supposed to look like. That sunset should look beautiful, pale colored. Like, let me log on the B-roll real quick. You're gonna see what I made the thumbnail literally like 5 seconds ago. That's what that should look like. It should be this beautiful blue pale orange. Are you too low in the world? That could definitely it. That could absolutely be it. You were so right for that. Hold on. TP at self 0, 0, 0. TP at self 0, 50, 0. 100, 0? Yeah. You are so right for that. I love it, just instantly turns to black. Okay, hold on. Let's copy paste this up. I have my hammer. We're just gonna take this. I'm gonna stand here, cut slash TP at self 0, 70, 0. Paste. And that should be at 70. Yeah. Okay. I forgot when it puts a void world, it literally sets it to bedrock. And bedrock is way farther down now. I have my fingers on the wrong keys. Okay. How do I properly get started? You know what? We're gonna start this real quick. Hold on. Where is my... Do I not have that on the scene? No, I do not. Window capture doesn't work for this. Hold on. We're gonna expose how many tabs I have open right now. We're gonna expose all my tabs real quick. Move, there we go. Before I cut. And then slowly center that. Wonderful. I'm doing a presentation for school right now, so I gotta go, but it was nice to check in. Nice seeing you too, Nadia. Good luck with the presentation. Break a leg. We're doing this because this is how I know how to do things. 1280, no, 80. So how I basically want this to work. Ooh, I have an even better idea. Originally, I was thinking that maybe you'd start outside. That's not the right thing. Let's do that. Originally, I was thinking maybe you start outside the mansion. And then guest house, catacombs, caves, etc. Stuff like this. I think it'd be a lot more interesting if you start in the center of the map, in a courtyard, and then the mansions around you. And then... This is suddenly very small. Mansion, and then, oh, guest house over here, little catacombs beside it. Maybe there's a little cave entrance there. A little cave entrance way back here, another catacombs off to the side. Stuff like that around. I only want there to be one guest house, though. But I feel like this would be a lot better than what I was originally envisioning. And this allows you to be able to go see everything else. See the exterior from the manor. I'm going to spread this out a lot more, so it'd probably be a bit more like... Where's my eraser? So it'd probably be a little more like that. So there's a lot of space to roam and attack mobs and get levels. Because we do still have the we do have tool leveling table. We still have the stats mod, so the more XP you get... You missed Nadia! I'm sorry, Plush. You barely missed them. They left a minute ago. We still have the skills mod, so the more experience you get, the more levels you end up earning, and stronger, more health, able to take on more enemies. I sneezed, apologies. No worries. Also, I still have chat low, so let me fix you guys. I just realized that. There we go. And I might actually cut you guys off even more. No, I think that's good. Because I'm not currently using the timer. Even use the thief run that got posted today. Oh, that's why I even brought up the thief run in the chatting section. I brought it up because I was making sure stream was working. Because the beginning of the Thief run, after me selecting Enderin, me actually turning myself into adventure mode completely lurking. Okay. No worries. Me turning myself to adventure mode completely lagged out. The actual loading of the world just gone. It comes back in to me going over to the church. All of that's gone, and that's part of the reason I had to make such an extensive intro for it at all. Because I'm like, okay, how do I work around this? I don't know. But I'm happy with the intro I ended up doing. Ended up being just perfect. I'm gonna check. Yeah, hold on, Spotify's pretty quiet. Is it? Yeah, it's low. Let me turn up. I don't want to be too loud that I can't like hear myself talk, but I also want you guys to be able to hear it because it's very quiet even for live. Because it's below -20. I don't even put things lower than like -20 for videos. Hold on, I need to mess with settings because that is way too low. Filters. Oh, is it because it's getting double compressed? Lower the attack, perhaps? That seemed to work, no? How to fix? Threshold lower? A ratio, perhaps? Ratio? No, that didn't change. Oh, that changed how my mic adjusted it. It's always at 25. It's just quiet. My ears are sensitive, that's why. Oh, I got sensitive ears. Let's put it at 1.5. So the compressor is actually working. That lower, yeah, okay, 1.5 even lowers it too much. But it's already super low though. Why are my ears so sensitive? Did I change Spotify at some point and I didn't realize? Where's my... No, Spotify's... What the hell? Why is it so quiet? Because I have that at like at 80% on the actual Spotify slider. What the hell? Okay, we're up to like -15 at the highest. I think that's alright, that'll do. Okay, but this is like the general gist, this is what I want to try and do. I think today we gotta work on a little bit of the landscape. Then I can build on top of that. And everything, yeah. And then music's up a little higher when I'm not talking. Okay, perfect. And let's skip that. I'm gonna actually remove that. It's a silly song, but I'm gonna remove it from the playlist. There we go. And I am a noob. I know the bare bones basics of World Edit, and I only have World Edit. I'm not using voxel. I don't know how to use that. I barely use World Edit as it is, and even then I'm usually using cylinders. Or I'm using copy and paste functions in large part. I think the easiest way to start off is just a large space, perhaps? I really need to learn how to use voxel. This is gonna very quickly get annoying. Also, this is an older version. I don't quite know... Oh wait, hold on, screen's flickering. Hold on, I see that. It's because it's double capturing display. There we go. It's capturing display and the game capture. Alright. Brush. This is a much older version. This is 1.19.2. I've been playing 1.21.1, I think. So we're a little bit behind. Just a little bit. So some things that do work in new versions don't work here. So like I can't do tick. I can't search for the tick. There's a lot of things that just annoy me day to day. Brush cylinder. I feel like we're just gonna start with a bunch of dirt spheres or grass spheres. Start with a bunch of grass, and then we'll smooth it out. Excuse me. Oh, apostrophe. And then that's, I don't know when I click there. Brush smooth. Put it at like 2. But just do a little something like this and try and build up an area. And hopefully this will slowly create out its own terrain. And then we'll have something interesting to work with by the end of this. I do not want this completely flat. Absolutely not. I like working with my terrain. We're gonna be working with terrain. It makes it far more interesting. There you go. So that's already a lot on its own. I have a few little gaps. Hold on. No block in sight. There we go. And there, and there, and there. And there's some stone. And you. I think... Oh, no. Oop. No, I said... Oh, I'm not using the pickaxe. There we go. Is that all of it? Completely filled in. Looks like it. And smooth that bad boy out. Oh, 2 is not gonna work. 2 absolutely will not work for this giant area. There we go. Slowly make a beautiful terrain. I think this is my first time genuinely like doing large scale building. Oh, missed a spot. Large scale building in creative with World Edit. I have no idea how this is going to turn out because since like learning World Edit, I've only done smaller scale things. I don't think I didn't even plan out my current base on Passion SMP with World Edit. I randomly did that when I logged onto the SMP for a thumbnail one day. That's how that base came to be. I just randomly planned stuff out in large part. Oh no, I did plan out a floor plan, but that was on paper. It's just one little block there. There we go. I think that's a pretty interesting area. I do want it to be a lot bigger than that, though. I want to put... What the... This is not a void world. What do you mean? Whatever. So from the center, let's do this. Let me go to each corner over here. And load in... each corner, so I know what I'm working with. There we go. I'm gonna lag out stream doing this, but I'm just gonna handle this real quickly, so we never have to worry about this again. And then back. Let me mark where spawn is, because spawn's just gonna be 0, 0. There we go. Right where I am. I'm just gonna mark this as spawn. Alright, older version. I was playing new versions earlier. Okay. So now I know what space I'm working with. I want this to be decently big, but not so much so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out in each direction, probably. So that would be southwest, or southeast. The southeast corner. And then... yeah, do I know my... yeah, I know my directions. Okay, lovely. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I want to slowly branch out this terraforming to each of these corners. And that's the northeast corner. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've already hit one of the walls. Okay. And then that's the northwest corner. And then line those up. This is the southwest corner. And we just have to reach each of these. Let's start from this side because I already got most of it down. And I want to have variants when it comes to this. And then the exterior walls, I'm just going to make a bunch of custom trees. And completely fill in the space with a glass fog effect. So we're not really seeing out at all. I might have to fix that area because I think that goes too low and I'm starting to get the darkness again. And that's that corner, and then slowly lower. And just build a little ring and figure out this terraforming. I feel like this, I'm genuinely really excited for this because I've been having a lot of fun with the terraforming and coming up with new builds for Passion SMP and the interiors a lot as well. And then just gotta fill in these spaces in a way that makes sense. Oop. It would help if I actually look at a block though. I've been having a lot of fun with interior design. It's something I've always like minorly been interested in, but I've been genuinely getting into it. At least in places where it's a lot easier for me to do so, because that's an expensive ass hobby. Yeah, that's definitely went way too low. Let me fix that. Lovely. But I love planning out little floor plans, especially in Minecraft, because it's been pretty easy to do. And figure out like, oh, let me do a little bit of this here, a little bit of that there. Oh, I could absolutely hide a cave in this cliffside. I did not intentionally do this, but this is great. Oh, nope. Undo that. Whoop. There's blocks missing there. There's blocks missing there. There. There's one there, apparently. I love that the map gives away where the hidden spots are, too. The little spots that I'm missing. Okay. And then back over here. Slowly build this out. And I know I'm just gonna have a lot of fun with this. This is kind of how I build in survival mode anyway. Instead of just like flat out building the thing, or in a better way of making sense of it, a better analogy would be the correct words I want. Instead of drawing the line art, I go for all the little shapes that I need first. Because I could just build the building, but I usually plan out a box first and then work from there. And I do the same thing with my landscaping. I don't go to the full extent of this. I have been going the full extent of this on Passion SMP and just straight up making I've been straight up completely filling in all of my terraforming. Although I have been getting lazy on that. Been running out of time. So the iron farm does not have full terraforming, but the rest of the island does. And I've kind of let the iron farm get away with it just because it's completely over water. If there was a spot that wasn't underwater or wasn't covered, then I would go and fill that in, but otherwise, in large part, it isn't. And I think that's good enough to start smoothing out again. So we're gonna have some beautiful rolling hills for this. And very quickly, this should start actually looking like a landscape and not a bunch of spheres that I smushed together. Oh, missed a spot there. And that's a beautiful hillside for some caves. I'm tempted to even put like an abandoned mine shaft or something, because that would fit that space super well. I might do that. The more ideas I come up with, I'll probably add more. I just wanted a base of like, oh, I want 3 things outside. I want a couple things that I want for the... That needs to be broken up. That's too perfect. Words, I've lost them. I just wanted a few things like, oh, I know... all the floors are going to have like some sort of dungeon, except the attic is mostly going to be parkour focused, and outside is not going to be as dungeon focused. I know the first floor is going to have its own set of challenges, like, oh, find the button kind of situation, spot the difference. The bottom floor is going to have more floors lava stuff, or not bottom floor, the basement's going to have more floors lava. Second floor, I want to try integrate keys somehow. And I'm not sure if all of this is going to happen on camera. I know I at least wanted to get started on the project on camera and just be talking about it and working through the general gist. Oh, that whole area over there is still bumpy. I missed a whole spot that I need to smooth out because this looks horrible. It is too bumpy. You need to be a smooth brain right now. Can't be smarter than me. All smooth brain. All smooth. All smooth brain. There's still some lumps over here. Because there are some parts on that mini-map that it just looks like they started as circles, and I want to fix that. I don't want it to be obvious that I just used a bunch of spheres and then smoothed it. In any sort of fashion. And then this will be properly textured later on. I'm not sure how exactly I want to texture all this. I'm sure we'll figure it out pretty quickly here. I wish I could move the tick speed up just so I'm not messing up any grass. Because I'll probably put a G mask on, and was completely... No, let's fix that whole space. Because that was too perfect. There we go, that's better. Okay. I don't want any little spots. I think that mostly looks good. There's still little spaces that I don't quite like, because that's too obvious. That needs something else going on here. There we go. It's just too perfect. There we go. Just do something. That did not look right. There's gonna be little spots that I'll probably fix as we go on, but I need some little spaces of plainness. It doesn't need to be super terraformed, it just needs to look better than it currently does. And I'll probably go through this with a fine-tooth comb later, but I think this looks alright. It's a good start. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm happy with that. And GMAS grass. What's a good palette? Because I don't want to do straight up grass. Let's start with moss. I know this is deep dark themed. So let's add the skulk. Or shulk? Skulk? Skull? How? How spell? How thing? Skulk. Why couldn't... Oh, was I doing it? I was doing it for K. Okay. And I want a good variety between these. I did 5 between. Okay. Now, how can I get from green to a dark blue? I need a good middle block in between these. I feel like that could be obsidian. No, obsidian would be like closer to over here. If it's actually obsidian would be over on this side because it's more purple. I also have a bunch of the chip stuff, but I want to start... I just want to find the colors. I can worry about texture later because I have a lot of options for texture. I don't have to... Texture's not an issue. Color is... So I need to move down the color wheel closer and closer to this light blue cyan we have. Oh, nether wart would be a good middle block. Hold on. Where is the warped nether wart? Genuinely, where is it? Is it not? Why is it not in decoration blocks? Where is it? There it is. But that might actually be closer to that. I feel like that is a good middle. Because I need to get darker cyan, and then from green to cyan. Green to cyan isn't too much, and then dark cyan to dark cyan isn't too much. Finding dark cyan colors is going to be the hard part. Except I have that block, so maybe not... I feel like that's too gray. This is definitely not anywhere close to losing its saturation. I want to stay in the mostly saturated colors. Sadly, there's not a lot of colors along this spectrum. What could even work? I crave so much violence. Oh dear, what has happened? What has occurred? There really isn't any good blocks. Okay, I feel like I wanted a lot more blocks for this. I feel like we're gonna have to minimize down to this. Because I'm struggling to find one block in between these. I need to get from green to cyan. Dark green? Light cyan? Okay, then maybe I could get away with multiple. If I go with a darker green and then find a lighter cyan... Oh, no. Green terracotta is not the way to go. But the weathered... That might be good. Let's get waxed copper. These two could be a genuine good color shift. But then I need to get from... Maybe not. I feel like oxidized... wax... The oxidized copper is a really good middle ground here. I feel like even this, because that's more red tinted. And then maybe warped after that, because that's a darker cyan. And then I need a really dark cyan that's not quite that blue that Skulk is. I don't feel like cobblestone's the one, because it's too blue. Tough? No, it's losing its saturation again. It's hard to find oversaturated blocks. Try that? We're starting to get a good color spectrum there. Or wait, if I switch out the cobbled for the tough, so we can have a green that's lost its saturation. A green... Oh wait, no. I'm gonna add on even more. We're gonna add a lot to this. I did want a nice variety anyhow. Now I need to find something that works over here. The Skulk is such a dark color, it's hard to find anything. Maybe an ore? Where's the ores? Ore blocks. Ore blocks are up here. I feel like there should be something in between that, but I don't think we have any block that could accomplish. Why is that? No, that's not really good. For a second, I'm like, oh, that's nice, but then... I wish those were switched. Coal? No, that's too dark. Mud! Okay, mud's actually a pretty good block there. I feel like it's closer to over here, though. What about, the basalts? Basalt. No, that's way too light. It's not, we're leaning again towards blue and not green. There really aren't any cyan blocks, are there? There's not a lot of them. We have a lot of greens, we have a lot of blues, we don't have a lot of cyan. It's hard to find a good palette between those. Oh, dark prismarine. Again, it's still more green. I feel like that's better than going straight to warped plank, though. Yeah, that's a way better one. So how can I bridge the gap between those? Is the answer still... I don't feel like the answer's that. I don't want the diamond ore to be the answer, but it might just well be. Because I think that's the closest block that could get us there. Prismarine? That's a weird assortment of blocks, but I don't hate it. Let's move this correctly around. Tough, mossy cobble, moss, weathered copper, copper. I am missing the dark prismarine, as well as the warped. I'm almost tempted to change these around just because that... Could I literally get away without the warped planks? No, I feel like it's better with... In my brain, it just wants to put the prismarine and dark prismarine together. But I feel like that's better. Now, if I pack all of this into one brush, how is that going to turn out? It's probably going to end up horrible, but if I start with a few let's go with a few brushes. Like this. I'll make one brush that has these 4 items, one brush that has these 5, and then one brush that has these 4. I can do 5, 5, 5. No. Yeah. Okay. Tough, mossy cobble, moss, waxed weathered copper, waxed oxidized copper. Actually, let's get these first 5 in my hotbar. Oh wait, I need to do this. And then the next 5 are these. So this is how we're gonna do the brushes. Oh wait. So there will always be waxed oxidized copper. And so we should be able to make splotches of gradients. Instead of just chaos everywhere splattered without intention. You know what, just clear. I can grab a pickaxe a second time. So the first brush is gonna be sphere. We're gonna do 40% tough, followed by 20. I gotta buy water and it's wild the judgment from people. The fuck? Oh wait, you're in Oregon. Oregon tap water is better, but it doesn't mean tap water everywhere is good. And sometimes you just need that bottled water. Like, I tell them the pipes in my house are rusted. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Mossy Quibble. We're at 60%, so let me do 15, 15. If I push this up, push one of these up. Tough, mossy cobble. Let's do also 20% moss. Moss block. So that puts us up to 80, and then 10% for the other two. 10% waxed weathered copper. 10% waxed oxidized copper. And that's all 5. And we'll put that at 6. And so, boop. That's what we're gonna get. I'm gonna switch around those percents. Undo 2. I want there to be 40% moss, and then 20% those, and then the 10% of the coppers. Or even 10% of everything that isn't moss. So that means this has to be 60. Yeah, I feel like that's a bit better. We can make splotches of this around. I feel like the higher up you go, the more common all this is. And people act like I'm wasting so much money. I'm not showering in it. To be fair, water is like, a lot of people drink a ridiculous amount of water every day. I know I do, but it's a lot more common because Oregon's a lot heavier on recycling. And so, I don't know what I'm bullshitting about. Oregon's heavier on on recycling and trying to make less waste, so a lot of people are having reusable water bottles or just drinking from tap. And are not open to other ideas. Or situations where it's just not a probable thing. Oh yeah, that's a mossy one. Okay. And use it very sparingly down here. And then I'm going to use this to paint the rest of this area. And then this next pickaxe is going to be annoying. Also, my water comes from Weed, California, which I realized last week, which makes it mentally funnier. That's great. I love that. We're gonna do 40, let's do 20% moss. Wait, we have 5 things. Let's do 20% everything. Moss, 20%. The waxed weathered copper, 20% waxed oxidized copper, at 20% dark prismarine, and 20% warped planks at 6. And this is a heck of a brush now. And if there are any grass blocks left over after this, I'm gonna do another G-mask. I'm gonna keep the G-mask on the grass blocks, turn them all to black, so I make sure I'm getting all of them. Oh, I forgot! I have the set to only grass blocks, so I can just spam it on the edges of this. Oh, I love G-masks. I forgot, it's like working with beautiful, beautiful layers. But it's Minecraft, look at that! Ah, I love when I do things properly. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's gorgeous. We love that. And I'll do splotches of this around as well afterward. Especially in the lower areas. Boop, boop. Nope. Twitch doesn't have enough generic emotes. So real. 100%. Don't they have the normal emotes? Or are you talking about just like Twitch branded emotes that are generic? So I'm pretty sure if you look through the emote stuff, there is just the flat out normal emojis. Like a skull or sparkles. I'm pretty sure if you look through, they have the generic emojis as well. I'm gonna do a splash of that there, and a splotch of this, and maybe a little bit right there, and a little bit there, over there, right there, boop, 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 and a little boop there, and a couple boops in that corner, and a little bit there. And now the rest of this is gonna very quickly get darkly colored. Because we have the wonderful set of brush sphere. I want to lean towards skulk for this one, so we're gonna do 40% skulk, 20% prismarine, 20% warped, and then 10% of the dark prismarine and weathered copper. 40% skulk, 20% prismarine, 20% warped planks, 10%. They have the basics of generic. Uh-oh. You'd think they'd have all the emojis, just not a few of them. That sucks. Dark prismarine and 10% waxed, oxidized copper, all at 6. And then, ooh. I love that. I'm gonna have to do something with the dirt so that also fits in. Ooh. I love that. It's like looking through glorious streaks of grass after it's been... I don't know why I added glorious on that. It's like looking through streaks of grass after it's been mowed. And you can see where they've gone up and where they've gone down. I love that. Because I don't intend for this to be realistic in the slightest. I just want it to look cool. And this fits the bill. For sure. I want the rest of this to all be that. I probably realistically should have done one more brush before I went full skulk, but I love that. Because it really paints serious areas that separate everything out. Actually, you know what? Whatever grass blocks that lingered at the top that I didn't quite get are just gonna be turned to whatever skulk I can. How does that look? That looks crazy on the map. I love that. It might look horrible super up close, but I don't particularly... You know what? That actually kind of looks interesting up close. It is certainly weird. I won't deny that in the slightest. It looks weird up close, but I don't particularly care. G-mask dirt. And what was here? It's this brush. And then any dirt I'm gonna turn to this brush because it's a good middle ground. Like biomes of plenty style. Yeah. Oh, these are grass blocks that I missed. G-mask grass block. No. Grass block. And then back to dirt. Thank you, Nightbot. I need to switch up that command a little bit. Hit any and all the dirt I see. We don't want any normal grass or dirt. I'll get the rest of the grass blocks in a moment. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, this area is kind of little derpy. You know what? That's fine. It adds on. It adds to the personality. I don't know what kind of trees I'm gonna go for this. I kind of want to go a darker wood, just to fit with the deep dark vibe. Or I might do like full-on fantasy trees. I don't know at this point. I've been doing weeping birches, which are an actual tree, surprisingly enough. I did not know that was a genuine tree. It is. I've been doing weeping birches on the Passion SMP. It's funny how people get like butthurt that I'm not texturing them, and I just don't want to texture them. I want you to look at them and be like, oh, that's a weeping birch. The moment I add any texture to it, it kind of loses from it. The blue one from the Nether? You are so right for that, actually. Or a red one from Hard Contrast, or the one that came with the fog thing. The fog thing. You talking about the... I don't have it in this version. Oh, you're dirt. Can I set it to both and grass block? Oh, that did work! Okay, I did not know I could do that. Okay, cool. I mean, I should have been able to, but I did not think that was actually going to work. So now I can get grass blocks and dirt. Pale oak, yeah. We have so many oak wood. Yeah, I don't have pale oak. unfortunately. Although that would probably be great for this. You know what I should do? I should make mushrooms that look like trees. Because we're in the skulk, we're in the deep dark. I'm leaning towards my own thing rather than just like amalgamation branded anyway. Mew is just a weird mushroom boy. He is just a mutated mushroom, and I've been sketching him more. I want to flesh out more of his design, because you can't tell this boy's a mushroom at all. He's just a pink gremlin, and I love him for it. But I need it to be more obvious that he's a mushroom. Because the skulk veins, I don't know what the skulk veins are meant to be when it comes to a plant type. I can't think of the correct word, but it reminds me of, there's a kind of mushroom that takes over insects' bodies, and that's part of the inspiration for Mew. There's a mushroom that will... It makes zombie ants, so if you look up zombie ant, you can find this. Zombie ant fungus. It's a fungus, and it just slowly takes over the body. And they're kind of creepy looking. Can I find a not so creepy photo? That isn't like a mega close-up? You know what? You are okay. You're an okay photo. But the skulk just reminds me of this, because I just want to add an image. I can't see it past my boom arm. There we go. The skulk reminds me of this. Warm water, Peepo said. Uh-oh. It has a scientific name. Ophiocordyceps unilateralis? Mushroom, yes. I didn't even intend for that, actually. Mutation CIP, the username, still comes from me dealing with cerebral insensitivity to pain, CIP. I never actually intended for that part of it. But I know there are some dark-colored mushrooms. Would it be wild to use stripped wood to make trees? I don't think so. Stripped wood to make trees is fantastic. Are there any dark-colored mushroom? I know there are. I'm tempted to go for blue oysters, because I can get away with those looking like giant trees. Deer mushrooms are one of the ones. Ooh, what if I made like skulk-colored turkey tails? Turkey tail is a pretty common type of mushrooms. Cucumber cap. I really want to do blue oyster. I have a semi-practice making them. I'm gonna have to do a lot of attempts, but blue oyster is close to the correct color. It's the kind of color palette we want. I love how I looked at blue oyster and it gave me blue oyster cult. I love that. I'm not sure what I expected. Well, I expected mushrooms. I completely forgot about blue oyster cult. And I was listening to one of the songs earlier. What the hell? Don't Fear the Reaper. But yeah, blue oyster would be fantastic to attempt. I feel like I could get away with that really well. And I could make it seem like a tree by making a couple huge ones and then sprouting mushrooms off the top of it to make it look like branches. The wood in the nether is animated, which is cool. Ooh. I could absolutely use that for some texturing too. But yeah, I think blue oyster would be a good choice. Let's come over here for a second so I'm not doing this too close to all that. You know what, we're gonna build this on the water. Let's take this pick. Brush unbind. I want two things. I want brush cylinder. I want you to be made of bone blocks. Pauses of mass destruction. Bone block 4. And then brush cylinder. Oh wait, hold on. They did 4x1. I want 4x4. And I want you to be 2 coral block would be great for this, but I kind of want to use deep slate. Oh, I clicked too many buttons. Cobbled deep slate. And I want you to be a 2x6. Is that the correct way that I want it to be? Oh, I still have G-mask. No, that is incorrect. I want it to be a 6x2. Yeah. Or maybe let's go with a 5x3. Yeah, okay. Show the bosses of mass destruction, please. Hold on, let's see. I know where my compass. Void Blossom. Actually, probably be. I put no structures. Hold on, it's not gonna give me Void Blossom here. Let's go look at a Void Blossom. Believe it or not, that's not about bosses of mass destruction. Void Blossom. TP itself, 272. I think -50 should do 1264, because it's usually pretty low down. Game mode, spectator. And give it a second to load, because it's gonna be really pissy, and stream may or may not crash. I'm gonna keep an eye on it, because we're loading in completely new chunks here. I'm gonna make sure my chunks are low, because we really don't need them right now. Are we good? We're still at 4000 kbps. We good? We're good! Okay. This is the Void Blossom. So if I go to creative... Hey buddy, how are you? Boink. Do I still have my sword? Yes, I do. I have a short sword with sharpness 100. He's a lot more interesting in survival. He has pillars that come up, or like a whole spike attack thing. Hold on. Oh, that's not good armor. that is not. You know what we're gonna do? In order to do this fight real quick, hold on. You know what we can do? That's really easy. I still have 1.3.5 before I officially uploaded 1.3.1. Stream is lagging. Oh. We're not using this world anymore, so I'm a-okay with doing this real quick. We're gonna put all this stuff I have in a shulker. After I take my armor off. Armor, weapons, arrows, pickaxe, tools, other things. My Ender Chest backpack won't make a difference. Yeah, that really won't make a difference. Yeah. And then we pick this up. And then I save this hotbar. We leave. Not lagging on my end. It's just, like, minor frames. That is not boss mass destruction, that just a bozo. He's just chilling. Let him chill. I'm not in survival mode, so he's not doing anything. And now we come back in here. I grab all this stuff. Hold on, let me grab another shulker box. I accidentally deleted literally everything. I didn't even know I could do that. I don't know how I did that. Is it a long click on here? Probably. I'm not gonna try. Boop, 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 boop. The ridiculous destruction hammer that I never used because it was just a funny goal and nothing more. Yeah. And then I'm gonna give myself a beautiful little... Where is it? Excusez-moi. That's bosses, that's armor. Backpacks. Where is the page for origins? I know there's a little pearl thing for origins. What is it called, though? Because I'm pretty sure on this B-roll, I don't have... I have... Did I set myself to an Enderin Rogue? Again? Orb of Origin. I want the orb. Hold this down. I'm setting myself to Elytrian. And then I was an archer for that run. Game mode. Oh, hold on. Wait, wait, wait. Smart. Be smart. Be smart. Be smart. Game mode. Survival. Hello, boy. Oh, right, I'm overpowered. Forgot about that. Whoop. Whoop. Huh. Oh, I can't. Nope. Eat the ratatouille. I don't have... Oh, I am only minorly overpowered right now. Because I don't have any of my stats that I used to have. But it's still gonna be... quick fight. Yippee. That's it. And then he drops some items. Void Thorns and Crystal Fruits. And the Void Thorn can be used to craft a bunch of stuff. Game mode. Creative. Then we also have the Night Lich. Lich Tower. Where is that? Jeez, that's far out. Hold on. Let's TP back to start. And then try looking for the Lich again. The snail is scarier? Not a mass destruction. To be fair, this has power 20. And it's a netherite bow. I had overpowered stuff for good reason. I'm already in creative. Knight. Or Lich. I just need the Lich. Lich Tower, search. Okay, I did have to search for it from here. Lich. The immortal snail theory is scarier. Lich Tower? What do you mean Lich Tower wasn't found? Oh wait, because I have to read search. What do you mean it was not found? This is literally the perfect world for a Lich Tower. You told me you found one a moment ago. You told me you found one at 8,000 something. Negative 8,000. Let's go 100 and then 6,000. Guess like gatekeep girl boss. That's a way to put it. Making sure stream's not lagging. We're doing pretty good. Surprised the game's not upset at me yet. We're gonna look for Lich Tower. There we go, 2,000 that way. Oh, it was negative 6,000. Okay. TP at self, negative 6144,830. Oh, nope. What? Let's go 200. 8304. Bro just jinxed the future lag. Oh dear. Probably, huh? Oh, there it is. And what we need for this one is... when you kill undead mobs, it has a small chance of dropping a soul star. And you need 4 of them in order to start the Lich boss. Wait... no, not up here. Oh yeah, I forgot there's loot in these. I completely forgot about that, okay. Was it this bottom floor then? This floor, okay. Oh. Bonk. And this is what... this is gonna be a much more interesting fight. Because of this BS. The farther you go out with the mods I have, the farther you go, the worse the enemies are. So, game, oh, wait, hold on. Please hold. Please hold. We're gonna pop a bed right there. And now, we can do this. Game mode. Survival. Bing. Bonk. Boop. Bop. Da-da-da-da. Night Lich. Boink. I said boinkus. You suck. Oh. I love being an Enderman. Not Enderman, a Lich. I forgot the ridiculous punch I have. I have already forgotten about that. Hello, sir. I'm gonna be chasing this mofo. I'm already dealing most of his health. Okay, this isn't gonna be as hard as I thought. Do the bosses of Mass Destruction have... fixed health? They might. No, he's at 600. The enemies I'm fighting out here... oh, there he is. The enemies I'm fighting out here are half his health. Where? Oh, he's up there. There you are, sir. Oh, I got phantoms after me. Are you kidding? I'm not even sure if he spawned those guys or not. Yeah. And... did it place my death in the air? Where's my grave? My grave in the air, or is it on the ground? Oh, it's on the ground. Good. Whoop. Oh, right, because the phantoms are gonna kill me before the damn Night Lich does, because they're at 300 health. That'll explain it. You know what, we're just gonna come over here real quick. You do not get to use this against me, sir. You are not allowed. I removed... oh, this guy. Oh, there you are, sir. Shh. Oh, it's perpetually day? I didn't even realize that. Or perpetually night? Because I tried to turn it to day. I really did. Whoop. Need another apple. Come on, sir. Where did you go? Where did you go, sir? There you are. Nope. Nope. Oh. Never mind. Perhaps. Ah, there you go. It's always by the phantoms. It's never by the actual guy. Whoop. Yep. Where is the guy? Where did the guy go? There he is. You're almost dead, bro. Come on. No. Stop this. Stop this at once. You are not allowed. There you go. Yeah, boop. No, I'm gonna bonkus you. Get bonked. What do you mean you're still alive? I haven't oh, there you are. Oh, the zombies are gonna get me. Oh, there you are. Get booped. Night Vanquisher. Oh, stupid zombies. I just wanted to pick up the stuff he dropped. You guys all suck. Oh, there we go. Whoop. Goodbye. Goodbye. No, 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 no. No, no, no. And he also dropped a book. Quick Charge and Protection 4. Ugh. And then there's 2 more. One is in the Nether. So that's going to be interesting. Because the Nether automatically levels things 50 or above. And then there's one in the end, which automatically levels things 100 or above. So TP at self, 0, 200, 0. And trying from here, or wait, no. From here, I need to go into the Nether, and then we can try for the guy. Obsidian. I should actually make the portal way down here. That'd be smart. Or not, it's not way down here. It's at the normal level. These are ridiculously high for no reason. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Flint. Up. Give me the compass again. We doing alright. We doing good. The Nether's not loading. There we go. I'm in a Crimson Forest, supposedly. I am in a Crimson Forest. Lovely. And then Gauntlet Arena. There's one exactly 400 that away. So I'm just gonna spectator over there. Whee! Oh, not the dunes. Not the dunes. Not the rude firestorm. Game isn't loading, but it's fine because I'm still going. I am now 80 away, not 60 away. What the hell? Yeah, let me keep going this way. Oh, here it is. No, that's a bastion. Ah, there it is. Of course. Naturally. Game mode, creative. I'm pretty sure, I do not remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure the way you have to do this. Also, let's... Hold on, be smart. Respawn anchor. I've never genuinely used one of these. Why is there a villager here? It's glowstone. Let's give ourselves a stack of glowstone. There we go. And then we're gonna put a chest over here. Oh. With those. Game mode, creative, or game mode, survival. I got rid of the eye. I'm pretty sure this is the way you do it. I don't remember. I have not fought this guy in a long ass time. But I'm almost positive you just gotta put one. No, you need multiple. Okay. Oh wait, Eye of Ender shoots, Eye of Ender falls. Okay, so it's not that. Is it just a regular Ender Pearl? No. I do not remember how to do that. Oh wait, I could probably find a wiki for this. Minecraft bosses of mass destruction. Maldrinth, Curseforge, wiki! Of course there is. There's always a wiki. There's always a wiki! I wanted to know about the Nether Gauntlet. Spawns within the Gauntlet Arena is one of the most difficult bosses to defeat. Find it. When one of these are destroyed with pickaxe, the pillar will disappear. Okay. So I gotta break it. Survival. Very, very slowly. There we go. Hi, buddy. How are you? You gotta hit it directly in its eye. Nope. I think the last time I fought this guy was in hardcore. With totems. Nope. Oh, at least I could survive a hit. I didn't know if I could or not. Whoop. No, you immediately. So when can I start hitting you again? Because I'm trying to get you immediately after. But you're not letting me. So what is happening here? I remember also hating this, that I did in hardcore. Nope. I distracted the entire stream from the original goal. Yeah. No, I flat out just can't. I don't remember how I got around this. I really don't remember. Is it I just have to hit him when he's down? Yes. He is not a long-distance archer guy. Okay. You got him when he's down. Oh no, now I gotta go back to archery. Maybe? No. Oh. I use streamer ADHD to full advantage. What do you— I had the respawn anchor. What do you mean I didn't have a respawn anchor? I had one. I literally put one down. That was the first thing I did. Excuse me? Excuse me? Yeah, I literally set one over here. And it still is set. I didn't personally set it to spawn. That is why. Thankfully, he didn't just disappear. Incendium, if you die, he just dips. And it takes words. And it takes a nether star to spawn the damn thing. No? I'm gonna get stuck again. Where is... He's healed? That's fun. What? I can't... Where is he? What? Oh, he's stuck up there. Oh, you poor thing. Yep. You're supposed to be in your arena, sir. Can you come over here? There we go. There we go. I like you being in the arena. And then I got it. Nope. Poke you. Poke. Get poked. Get poked in the eyeball. Get poked in your eyeball. Thank you, Nightbot. Haha. I don't know what my... Oh, right, the ratatouille. I need to eat that as often as possible because I have godly saturation with it. No. Oh, lovely. So now we mixing it up. Oh, he just bonked me right back. No. Oh, I'm stuck in a gap. Thanks, stars for the elytra. No. No. You suck. Get bonked. Nope. I need saturation. Yeah, I'll do it. Come on. We don't need a Grave Finder. I do need to restock you, though. Let's quickly remove those. Give me that. Where did he go? What? Oh. No. I so got you in your eyeball. What do you mean? Every time I think he's gonna move up, he doesn't. That was so an eyeball. Where is... Oh, you're stuck over there. Okay. Get bonked. Get bonked. I mean, if you're stuck there, I'm gonna use it to my full advantage. Oh, you're unstuck. Why did you heal all the way? You suck. Oh, you suck. Oh, no, 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 no. Eat, eat, eat ratatouille. Now this is good music for it. Down, 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 down. Do, 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 do. Okay. It's definitely a you can't archer him thing. Because I am so hitting this mofo in his eyeball. Oh, that time it worked. You suck. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't. Stone Age. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. There we go. It has to be like a direct hit. There's a specific target there. It's like a pixel perfect target that it wants. Oh, you suck. Where did you go? Oh, you're right there. Oh, it broke a piece of armor. That's really bad for me, by the way. Oh, that's really bad. That's really bad. These have Unbreaking 10. No, that sucks. That's real bad. Let me just give myself a bunch of bottle? A bottle of enchanting. Fucking... You suck. Everything repaired? No. Almost? No. I healed. Okay. We doing this from now on. I'm just gonna keep those... Oh. Keep those in my hotbar. Okay, let's do it again. Hi, sir. No boop. I just threw a bottle at him. Okay, sometimes it stays as it fits. Sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he gives you a moment to actually get something done. I need to actually get hungry enough to have my ratatouille, because I have a feeling that is 100% what's keeping me alive before. Pick up some arrows along the way. I'm at 700. That's a little low. Jeez. There we go. Full saturation. Wonderful. That's what I want to see. That's what we love to see. Oh, my saturation is... My saturation drained so quickly. Just let me eat. Let me eat! There we go. Yeah, all my saturation drains from refilling those first couple bars. Or first bar of hearts. I just want to run off. Just want to run these saturation bars off. Get some hunger. You can wait, sir. You can wait. The whole stream can wait. I want to fight this guy. And there's also Obsidiolith to do. But I'm damn near positive that their healths are actually fixed. And not affected by the mob leveling. There's the task of actually getting out to them, which you have to deal with the mob leveling, but... Because the dragon and Enderman are automatically level 100. I don't know what that says for Obsidiolith, but there we go. Hi, Billy Bob, welcome back. We were building. We got sidetracked by bosses of mass destruction, so we're doing that right now. Boop. No, I booped you in your eye. Huh. That's bad. You do not get touched by that thing. You gotta start coming. There we go. No, no fist. Oh, you let me... No, no. This is why we have the respawn anchor. Let's remove you. He's healed! Oh, you suck. I hate this boss so much. Yeah, my armor needs it. Hold on, sir. I'll get to you. I should really give myself, like, a totem. Just so he doesn't fully heal every single time I die. At least my stuff's repaired. Yeah, I did. I don't have the same... I'm using the same gear I had in 1.3.1, or 1.3.5. Or that is 1.3's 5th run. Because I did 4 test runs of that. But I don't have any of the stats. I have base game stats right now. So I had godly stats in that, and I honestly should have just gone around and did these guys with those stats in that game, in that run. But even then, in that run, I lost a lot of my stuff. I so got you. You suck. And you have to hit this guy perfectly in his eye, by the way. There we go. There we go. It's just a matter of good strategy, which I have been failing at. I so got your eyeball, dude. You suck. That was so you're not even gonna let me that time. Oh, not this thing. Armor. Okay. I was walking right towards him. I don't even know where he is anymore. Oh. That's where. Okay, next time he comes after me. There we go. Oh, you suck. I'm stuck in a hole. Oh. Nope. There we go. Almost halfway down. Well, like 2/3, or a third, pardon. I have 2/3 left, is what I was thinking. Oh, no. You get out of there. Nope. I mean, if you're gonna let me hit you, might as well. Golden apple and ratatouille is the way to go for sure. I hate there's not like a good area to really fight them. You just gotta attempt. Nope. Couldn't get out of the way soon enough for that. And half the time he doesn't even open his hand. No. You may not. You may not. Definitely out of my regen. Can we do... No, I said I want normal. Just your normal stuff again, please. This was not normal. This is not normal. Okay, I'm getting XP, so my stuff's all healed right now. What am I supposed to do when every single time he goes to do anything? It's that. Okay, normal. Bonk. I so hit that. Let me fly. You suck. Okay. probably saved my life anyhow. Is he hurting himself doing something? Or is that just a random? Huh. What the hell? Okay. Nope. I will get this mofo. Oh, that was... Well, this is a pesky situation. So I'm gonna eat ratatouille, and then eat a golden apple, and then elytra out. I mean, if I'm stuck in a spot, I might as well use it. Oh, you suck. Poke. Get poked, bitch. Get poked. Get poked. Get poked. Oh no, you suck. He's covered this whole place in fire. And he's healed at some point. Oh, is it when you step out of the arena he heals? I can't even see where he is. He's outside. He healed? You're outside the arena. Okay. You know what? Screw you, sir. Sir, you suck. I tried to do this your way. You suck. Objectively. I tried doing it your way. No. Ancient debris. And then the blazing eye. Yippee. Alright, screw all of that. There it is. I'm gonna put myself back in the overworld because I'm gonna be really confused the next time I log on otherwise. There's a specific spot. Not there, right here. Teehee squirreled the stream. Sure. Ugh. I wanna come up with a few ideas for mushroom trees. The blue oysters. We're back on this. I wanna come up with a few ideas for that. I was over here. Where? Oh, I got rid of it, right. Brush. Or wait, is this still applied? No, it's not. Brush cylinder for 6. Oh wait, it's height then? Oh wait, no. I need bone blocks for 6, is that correct? Yeah, no, that's not what I want. Undo 6, it's height then width. 4. No, I was right the first time, okay. Four is just not good then, okay. Let's do, because I wanted 3. Lobster style mushroom? No. Undo 2, 6. Undo 1, 6. No, okay, 2. You're a cheap mushroom, okay. We're doing the blue oysters. Brush, sphere. Oh no, I want cylinder again. Cylinder. Cobble, deep slate. 3, 6. No, I want a 6x3. Or 2. No, I do need it by 3. I think that's even too much. Let's do 5x3. There we go. They opened a new grocery store where I live, right? And has a deli with a lot of sushi. Hell yeah. And a coffee station with burgers and pizza. Ooh. That sounds awesome. And then I want to see. You suck. Okay, if it's gonna do that anyway, I'm making you 2. They sell octopus? Yeah. You never had baby octopus? I feel like that's the way I have to do it, like that. Yeah. Not the babies. Yeah, the ones I've had, unfortunately, haven't been too good. They were kind of rubbery, but they can be good. Undo. I don't like how this is turning out. Let's make this even smaller. I want it to be like 4, 3, 2. I want to have a lot of customizability with this. Undo. You play horror mod packs, me, cute craft. And I just enjoy funniness, and I have a habit of, when I deal with horror, I just immediately tune out everything. I either make fun of the horror, or I baby the horror, and there's no in between, unfortunately. Or no. I either make fun and baby the horror, or I just completely get bored and just shut down. No motion, brain off, I just push through. Oh, thanks for the lag, internet. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not a mushroom. This is not what I want to build. It is a good idea. I need to... If doing a mushroom, I have to do these, like, fully custom block by block. I'm not going to be able to get away with doing these as world edit. I could get with the stems as world edit, probably. Like, the stems as world edit will be a huge time saver. But actually building the mushroom part, think I'm gonna have to do, unfortunately, by hand. Just look at that. That's gorgeous. I love that, doing that by hand. That's beautiful. And we did so little. I completely got sidetracked with all that. I want to clear. But yeah, okay. I'm actually gonna sign off there. It is hot today. It is bad. My room is so warm, and it's gonna take forever to cool down. Although I don't regret it at all. That was fun. It got hella sidetracked. I wasn't planning anything super big with the stream. I just wanted to try out something. I really want to do bingo with the mod pack. This mod pack. Sunday, or not Sunday, Wednesday. What was the other ideas I had? I thought about doing more adventure mode runs. Possibly do, like, explore, see how many things I can hit. There's the pacifist idea that I'm still tempted to do, but I'm still leaning heavy towards doing bingo. And just having to get everything from obscure items to killing bosses to really normal stuff. but just mostly obscure items. I have to kill one of the bosses of Mass Destruction. I have to get a Soul Star. I have to craft Beef Wellington, which is in the mod pack, funny enough. I have to get a trophy from Handcrafted. Just ridiculous crafting recipes. I could need to make a destruction core. Stuff like that. But that'll be it. I know it's a bit of a shorter stream compared to what I've been doing. Last time was like 3 hours, even though it was meant to be 2. But I'm pooped out, and it's way too hot for this shit. Alright. Thank you all for joining me. There was the video that was uploaded today is on YouTube. This VOD will be going out to the VOD channel tomorrow morning. If you missed anything and want to go back through, and all the other VODs are there as well. We have Ko-fi, we have the Stream Loots, which has its own little command, which is loot. You could sub to me and help support the channel, or get cards, which is like $2, and then they play on screen. And if you use the code First Club, all capitals, then you get an extra pack. So that just helps support me. And I think that's it. Next episode that will be going up is next Sunday. That will be Passion SMP. I'm going to be working on that this week. Believe it or not, we are actually careening towards the end of the season. And so I'm putting heavy work into that. The first part of the episode is going to be me finishing my island, and then we're going to be working on Spawn Town. So yeah, thank you all for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.